Alright, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WWE 2K23. Welcome to the WWE 2K23 Universe mode. I am Jayhawk, and this is May 1984 via WWE 2K24 Universe mode. Let's go ahead and do a quick look at the nuke here. And just a couple of quick notes here. You see, Mil Mascaras won the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. Cowboy Bob Orton won the WWF Intercontinental Championship. Those happened at our premium live event from Madison Square Garden last time around. So we're coming up here. We got 1 week between premium live events. So this will be WWF Championship Wrestling for, we'll call it May 27th of 1984. Just given the 28-day calendar that the game has, that's what we got to go with. We don't have any active rivalry. I don't know if we're going to be doing 1 week rivalry or how that's going to work. Let's go ahead and get this show started. Have a little bit of fun here today. Tonight's show, and we have a fatal four-way. Assuming we don't have any rivalry here, fatal four-way match between the top four, between Fabulous Moolah, the women's champion Judy Martin, Wendy Richter, and Princess Victoria. By Lonnie Kai against Velvet McIntyre. The Soul Patrol against the Moondog, and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff against Mil Mascaras. Only 4 matches listed there. I'm assuming that all of these are going to be rivalry matches like what happened last time out. We normally have the schedule for 6 matches. Let's go ahead and start the show and see what happened. Alright, we do have rival action for the last 3, but not this first one. This first one looks like it's going to be legit. So let's go ahead and get this one started. Fatal 4-way action with the lady. This will be the first fatal 4-way match we have had as part of the universe so far. And I'm going to get here and be honest with you. I've got 6 women on the roster, but I'm trying to keep the roster as accurate as possible, with a few exceptions. There are only 6 women that are able to be downloaded in the game that worked for the WWF from May 1984. They're all on this show. It's been pretty much a steady cake of there have been 2 women's matches on each show, regardless of how many matches have been on it. So I feel bad for some of the men who probably deserve to be on here a little bit more, but that is what we got. The fatal 4-way action here is the WWF Women's Champion of Fabulous Moolah. This is a non-title match. Moolah does have 2 successful title defenses so far, though. And introduced as the Spider Lady because that's what they do here. The Fabulous Moolah, the women's champion, she has competed in single competition on every show we've run so far. A 3-1 record, 2-0 in title match defense so far. We'll see how this takes place here. Challenger number 2. Contestant number 2 on her way to the ring here, Judy Martin. Judy Martin does hold a one-on-one victory over the Fabulous Moolah so far. She's 2-1 overall in one-on-one competition. In individual competition, I guess probably more accurate. Yeah, this will count as individual competition, but not one-on-one action. But yeah, back on 2 weeks ago on May 13th, Judy Martin pitting the Fabulous Moolah with a flatliner in under 2.5 minutes. And a non-title match. You know she's looking to pin Moolah again here. And get a second opportunity. Maybe actually get a title opportunity out of it at the Spectrum tomorrow night. Coming up here at competitor number 3. Wendy Richter. Formerly one half of the Women's Tag Team Champion. I've been teaming with Judy Martin lately. Teamed with Judy Martin at the Madison Square Garden card last week to defeat the Women's Tag Team Champion Velvet McIntyre and Princess Victoria in a non-title match. And of course, that one a non-title match because don't have any actual women's tag team beyond the champion. And speaking of the women's champion, one half of the women's tag team champion is going to be coming to the ring here. Princess Victoria coming out to the ring. We're currently co-holding the women's tag team championship with Velvet McIntyre. This is a fatal four-way match. I'm sure if you're following my stream, you've probably been watching WWE at some capacity at some point in the future, but just in case you have not, in fatal four-way matches, all four women compete at the same time. There's no disqualifications. There's no count-out. The first woman to gain a pinfall or commission on any of the other three competitors will be the winner. And you would assume Alison Richter and Martin Kay, a win here would get them in contention for that women's championship tomorrow night at Spectrum. No idea what the lineup at the Spectrum is going to be tomorrow. I can tell you that we will have an 8-match lineup on that Spectrum show tomorrow night. The bell is gone. We are underway. Fatal four-way action with the lady having the middle of the women's champion in the black singlet with the flower on the front. Wendy Richter in the blue and the black. Princess Victoria is the one standing with the yellow. And the Hawaiian flower pattern is Judy Martin. Very hard to win one of these matches. You've got to try to keep one of your opponents isolated while the other two are either knocked out or distracted fighting each other. The best way to handle these type of matches. And you'll see why here in just a second. Wendy Richter got a one count on Mula, but Judy Martin was right there to make the save. And now you can keep Princess Victoria. She's going to take advantage of that no disqualification rule. She grabbed the baseball bat from under the ring. She leveled Wendy Richter with it. And she dropped it in the ring. DDT. Nicely done. Judy Martin going to the outside. Going to try to get a breather. At smart strategy. You've got to be careful how long you're out there. Martin able to get back in and make the save when Mula attempts to pin Princess Victoria. No way of telling how long one of these matches can go. One of these matches can go 2 or 3 minutes. They can go 15 or 20. So far, we have not had a 15-minute match yet in our universe. We got 14 minutes and 54 seconds. Now the Moondog and Wild Samoan, the longest match of the universe mode so far. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. The match between Willa and Judy Martin that we mentioned earlier on. That is the shortest match of the universe so far. Outside the ring, Wendy Richter got a sledgehammer trying to beat Fabulous Willa with it. Princess Victoria and Judy Martin are battling it out on the inside. We're going to keep the focus on the inside for the time being here. What happens outside the ring, at least at this stage, means nothing. The pinfall has to take place inside the ring. Got a fifth to the midsection there by Martin, and she's going to grab that baseball bat. She's going to start whacking Princess Victoria with it. Looking like an AEW match. No count on the baseball bat. I kid. Fabulous Moolah now thinking that she may need to get some advantage going in. Like little hang woman commission there in the rope. You're not going to get a commission in the rope like that. Not a legal move, even in a no disqualification match. No rope break, but it's not fall count anywhere. And again, there's that danger in this four-way match. And Wendy Richter trying to get a pin on Fabulous Moolah. Princess Victoria right there. Just a simple stomp, didn't even get a count. But the fatal four-way stipulation do also allow for double TV like we just saw there on Princess Victoria. And now Richter and Martin are both in the ring with Fabulous Moolah. Judy Martin just dumped Moolah out to the outside. She's going to go for a suicide dive. Now a baseball slide. Wendy Richter trip over the sledgehammer? That's what I'm going to call it. It's the only thing to make sense. Princess Victoria with the sledgehammer shot going to try to cover Richter. Judy Martin went to try to make the save. Ended up knocking down the referee by mistake. Again, no disqualifications. That's not going to matter. And at the end of the day, Lincoln Smart actually got the cover while Moolah got the commission hold on. It was too early to get the pin there, but that was actually smart strategy. Try to get it when you know the other two competitors are distracted. There's the whip. There's the short knee to the midsection. Richter with an enziguri to the fabulous Moolah now going after Judy Martin. Drop kick to the knee. Moolah grabs Richter from behind. There's a forearm shot. Moolah kind of connect with that forearm in the universe so far. There's the backbreaker. Now this might be the opportunity she needs. Freaking Victoria working on Judy Martin on the outside. There's the flapjack. Moolah been using that flapjack as a finishing move. As freaking Victoria, seeing what was going on, went for the sledgehammer instead of the cave. Luckily for her, Wendy Richter kicked out. And Wendy Richter is hurt. Somebody can pin Wendy Richter with the other two out of the picture. They're probably gonna get the win. And pulling at the eye, it looked like the referee was calling that if it was a chin lock and a commission. I'm not sure that was a legal hold. Look, a small package driver by Princeton Victoria. Judy Martin right there to make the save, not even a count. And now Moolah rolls to the outside. Wendy Richter hurt against the rope. There's a pull down backbreaker by Princeton Victoria. And she eats the springboard enziguri to the face by Richter. We are past the 5-minute mark at our opening contest here on Championship Wrestling. It's been a war, all four of these women. There's a body slam by Moolah Richter in to break the save before a count can be started. Princeton Victoria down on the outside. Moolah with a clothesline catching Wendy Richter coming off the rope. Incredible opening contest here. Now you've got Moolah working on Richter, Martin and Victoria going after each other. It's all going to be a matter of timing. Who's going to go for the pin when the other two women cannot make the save? Or a commission move here with the sleeper hold, that might do it. A lot easier to steal a quick commission and a quick pinfall in a match like this. Richter, Moolah probably the one person not to put that on at this stage of the match. Wendy Richter stole that baseball bat from Princeton Victoria, leveled her with it. Judy Martin knocked the fabulous Moolah off the apron with a drop kick. There's the belly to belly by Princeton Victoria. And there's Martin with the springboard forearm. Then comes the opportunity to go for the pin. She did not go for the pin. She opted to pick Princeton Victoria up and do some more damage, and that might cost her. With the GTH and the cover. But Moolah is waiting for it, only a count of one. And now Richter going to go for the GTH of her own. She nailed Moolah with it, and Judy Martin's going to make that save. Again, that's where the timing comes again. You got the other women in the ring; they're awake. They're not enough out of the picture to where they can't make that save. Richter with a springboard enziguri to the face, Princeton Victoria with the Ronda to Judy Martin. Going to yank Richter off that apron and go for the cover. Moolah trying to get to her feet. Moolah has enough counter to make the kick. There it is. A count of one. Now into a disarmer. And again, it's quicker to steal a commission than a pinfall in a match like this. But I don't think you haven't worked on Moolah's arms much at all. That's going to give Judy Martin that opportunity to come in and make the save. Ripcord knee by Martin. Princeton Victoria going to roll to the outside. Judy Martin got that baseball bat. And she's going to take a step back and let Richter... Oh, never mind. Judy Martin going for the cover. Princeton Victoria is going to make the save here. And again, that's the danger of the four-way matches. Springboard enziguri with Richter right there to make the save. In my opinion, if you're actually playing the game, it's easier to win a triple threat than a four-way. Princeton Victoria with the electric chair into the bridge, and Brittany Richter almost waited too long to make that save. That was a very close 2 count. Richter with the Kaito suplex to Princeton Victoria. Judy Martin coming back in the ring. And going for that sleeper. Moolah's right there to make that save. A sleeper hold is a good move in a match like that, especially when you got the You see the damage on the screen here. Everybody got the head damage. Sleeper was going to work on that head. You can steal a sleeper commission without a cave a lot quicker than you can steal a pinfall. There's Richter with the sleeper. Hold on to Martin Moolah, and they better get in there and make that cave. There we go. But a lot of people feel the 4-way are easier, but you might be able to catch the other two people working on each other. I think the 3-way are easier, because you can hammer through somebody out of the ring and then cover the other lady, in my opinion. There's the commission. Princeton Victoria with the armor to the fabulous Moolah, getting the commission in 9:20. I'm gonna leave the notes on my personal record book for that one real quick here. Realistically, if you're Moolah, that's probably the person you want to beat you in a match like that, because she got the Women's Tag Team Championship. I can't put her into, as the Women's Tag Team Champion, I can't put her into the Women's Singles Division while she got the belt. So, got a 4-star match out of that. The Princeton Victoria is not, at least not an immediate threat to Moolah. That makes Princeton Victoria 1-1 individual competition and moved Moolah to 3-2, Judy Martin down to 2-2, and Wendy Richter. It's actually her first bit of individual action, because she is 0-1 with that. I hate calling it a loss, but it's what it is. But we got rivalry the rest of the way here. Leilani Kai and Velvet McIntyre scheduled up next. Let's see how... pretty much has to be the match, but the other women already wrestled here. Leilani Kai, post-match disrespect. Go. We got, unfortunately, to give a bit of a spoiler, which I'm not a big fan of, but we got to kind of deal with what they give us here. Oh, a shorter episode here, just 4 matches, as opposed to the 6 that we normally do. But we got more lady action. Ladies dominating the first half of the card here. And here is Leilani Kai in her Glamour Girl gear, getting ready for one-on-one action with Velvet McIntyre. Leilani Kai 1-3 in individual action. She had 2 chances to defeat the Fabulous Moolah for Women's Championship. She was unable to be successful either time. Velvet McIntyre go for 1-1 in individual action. Go on paper, Velvet McIntyre is the favorite. But these matches do not take place on paper.
Major match ahead of her. She plans on proving exactly why she's worthy of big matches like these.
And here comes the other half of the Women's Tag Team Champion, Velvet McIntyre. And yet, those titles get gifted until 1989, technically. I don't think anybody remembers that they actually get gifted for a full year after the jumping Bob Angel won them. Glamour Girl regained the belt, I believe, in June of 1988, and I don't believe they actually defended the belt at any point after that. But they were officially on the book of champions until sometime in '89. I'm actually going to go ahead and see if I can look up those results here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a match with championship implications.
And we are underway here in this matchup.
The challenger is able to defeat the champ in this one. There has to be a title opportunity in her future soon. Yeah, she is hungry and she is tired of waiting her turn. This is her opportunity to...
February 14th of 1989 appeared to be when the Women's Tag Team Championships were actually made inactive. Princeton Victoria and Velvet McIntyre, the champion, after the time we started here in May. Frickin' Victoria suffered a career-ending injury in September. Desiree Peter can take her place as the championship partner. They hold the title until 1985 when the Glamour Girls defeat Peterkin and McIntyre, quote-unquote, in Cairo, Egypt. Yeah, that's the thing. Of course, Jimmy Bomb Angel winning a great match at the 1988 Royal Rumble. Glamour Girl regained the belt on June 8th in Omayaku, Kaitama, Japan. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. And that, I believe, was the last time the belts were actually defended anywhere. But the Glamour Girls were technically champions until February of 1989. That title change, that last title change was on YouTube at one point. I think it's still up there. I've actually not taken the time to see it. I believe if you do a search for it under last WWF Women's Tag Team title match, it pops up. Or these two ladies, we brought it up here, both in real life would become women's single champion as well. Leilani Kai, her reign is documented. 6-week reign, defeating Wendy Richter in February of 1985 and losing it back at the first WrestleMania. Where Velvet McIntyre had a 6-day title reign that most people don't know about, nobody knew about until the late 90s. Trading the title with Moolah in Australia. I don't know if either of those matches were taped. I'd love to see them just for the historic nature of them. Of course, Velvet McIntyre had one WrestleMania appearance, lost to the Fabulous Moolah in less than 2 minutes at WrestleMania 2. Spinning leg right there by Velvet McIntyre. Irish Concation, known for wrestling her bare feet, you can see here. She got to the top rope. And she's going to come off of the flying viper. And Leilani Kai is going to catch her and bring her down with a body slam and a cover. I don't think she's going to get her here. Nope, only a count of one. That is smart, though. Get to the midsection. There's a shot to the face there. A nice back suplex by Velvet McIntyre. If you are watching this stream live on Twitch, it is greatly appreciated. Feel free to make some things in the chat room. Be a part of the conversation. Yeah, I'm not going to necessarily say that this is contended for mature audiences only, but because it is a wrestling game, I do have to give you the disclaimer that this game does simulate violence. So, if you are under the age of, let's say, 13, I'm going to advise parental discretion. Oh, no. Version of the victory roll here by Leilani Kai gets the count of one. Oh, Velvet McIntyre win a lot of matches with a victory roll, including the very first match. Oh, there's the 3 count. Was not expecting it that quickly, but there you go. 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Velvet McIntyre gets the pin. Off at the handshake. Leilani Kai said, "Screw you, I don't want it." Velvet McIntyre gets the pin in 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Leilani Kai is listed at the number 3 contender of the Women's Championship. I mean, she did lose the belt twice. Velvet McIntyre, of course, is not ranked in the active contender because of that Women's Tag Team Championship reign. 3-star match. Kind of a gutted finish. Was not expecting it to end quite that quickly, but that moved Velvet McIntyre up to a 2-1 record. Leilani Kai is now 1-4 in individual competition in her 5 appearances. She's been on every card so far. And we have a rivalry involving the tag team champions, the Soul Patrol and the Moondogs. We have rivalry actions listed here. Let's see what ends up happening. Pre-match respect. That doesn't do anything to give away the result of the match. And it's going to be a singles matchup between Rocky Johnson and Moondog Spot. Moondog Bot had 2 singles matches so far. There's the handshake. A little bit of a surprise there, but there's the bell. We are underway. Moondog Bot had a couple of singles matches. He had 2 matches with Wild Kamo and Alpha. They split those matches. Goes body and one-on-one. Rocky Johnson had not had any type of single or individual competition at this stage. Well, this will be his first single matchup, his first individual action. Again, thank you for joining us if you're watching us live on Twitch, if you're following us on YouTube. Twitch.tv/Ref Jayhawk. Get the notification count to when these streams go live so you can be part of the conversation. Moondog Bot and Rocky Johnson out to the floor. They're going to fight on the outside here. Rocky Johnson, one half of the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Full Patrol. He and Tony Atlas have held those titles since the December 10th airing of Championship Wrestling. We're going to use TV dates in the universe here. They're holding those titles now for coming up close to 6 months. They rammed him back first into the steel barricade on the outside. Count of 5. They need to watch the count, and John's aware of it. He's going to kind of spot back into the ring. A singles match you would think would be, oh, nice power clam there by Moondog Bot. Singles match you think Rocky Johnson would have the edge. He's just got a lot more singles experience than Moondog Bot, who's been doing mostly tag team over the years, but Skywalk slam by Rocky Johnson going for the cover. This could be a quick one. 2, only the count of 2. Came very close to having a record for the shortest match count right there. Going for the cover again here. 1, 2, again, only a count of 2. Again, almost a record cut. Body in trouble though. Johnson goes to pick up Bot. Bot comes back with the elbow. And slamming him face first down to the mat. Immediately going for a cover. I don't think he's going to get the pin here, but it's smart. You try to get the win. At the end of the day, the goal is to try to get the win. Rocky Johnson going for a power bomb. Get out variety. That should do it. 1, 2, 3. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It's not a record, but it's a very quick victory for Rocky Johnson here.
Here is your winner, Rock Johnson. There's a great victory.
Now, Rocky Johnson with a cutout power bomb. 2 minutes and 40 seconds, getting the win.
A well-earned and deserved victory here. Yeah, Corey, it's hard to criticize someone when they embody that level.
And we start to build up our rivalry for the Tag Team Championship. Moondog Bot is one half of the number 2 contending tag team. You can see the enemies that Moondog Bot listed already. Butcher Vachon, Pete Doherty, and the Wild Samoan. I'm going to have to make Butcher Vachon and Pete Doherty a tag team based off of that, aren't I? 2.5 stars the ranking. And we have our main event coming up for you right now. We got a rival action here. So we either have a comprised match enforcer or a post-match humiliating attack. Let's see what comes up. Comprised match enforcer. Okay, let's see what the match winds up being. Then it's going to be Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and Wild Samoa Alpha at your main event matchup. Rocky Johnson with that win a few minutes ago, 1-0 in individual competition. Moondog Bot now 1-2. And we have this matchup coming here. It is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. He's got a 2-1 record in individual competition. He's coming off a fantastic Eureka matchup with Dr. D. David Schultz. He's going to be taking on Wild Samoan Alpha. We have a 1-1 record in individual competition here in our main event. We're going to see the new heavyweight champion, Mil Mascaras, get involved at some point here. Here comes Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff into the ring. Yeah. Coming into the Real American theme song. We're treating it like it's 1987 all over again here. Coming in doing the Hulk Hogan maneuver. Again, folks, all I'm doing is changing around the division once in a while, the championship once in a while, the championship division once in a while. Beyond that, I'm just letting the game handle any rivalry, any matches they want to run. Yeah, I'm having very little control over the actual outcome of the match. I'm having no control over the outcome of the match and very little outcome over the matchmaking. We're just going to let it play.
I don't see what's so miserable about that, Byron. But then again, I see the superstar for who they are, not your projections.
Wild Samoan Alpha, one half of the Wild Samoan with his brother Kika, 3-time WWF Tag Team Champion. Been getting off on a lot more single action accolade.
A competitor who does not know the meaning of the word
in the ring, getting ready to celebrate, getting ready to take on Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff here. We'll see if he's able to get the win. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, 2-1 individual competition. He's 1-0 in a tag team. He teamed up with Dr. D. David Schultz during the rivalry. David Schultz walked out on him. Orndorff ended up winning what was potentially a glorified handicap match over Akira Maeda and Pat Patterson. Here you see Orndorff with a couple of shots at DDT, going for a quick victory. Only a count of 2. I did not expect 2 that early out of it. I'll give Mr. Wonderful some credit there. Alpha picking up Orndorff and dropping him throat first over that top rope. Now choking him down. We're kickstaying into Mil Mascaras in title reign. Absolutely unbelievable. He wound up defeating Hulk Hogan at Madison Square Garden, ending Hogan's title reign in just about 4 months. 21-day game time. 20-day game time, I mean. Alpha with the bear hug here. Too early to get the commission with the... That's how Alpha's been doing a number here on Mr. Wonderful. In the early going. Actually held on this bear hug longer than I thought he was going to. There's the double ear ringer. Alpha now into that double wrist lock and a headbutt right between the shoulder blades. And we got trading blows here in the center of the ring, turning into a real Donnybrook here. Alpha getting the better end of the punch exchange. Down goes Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. And Orndorff, Orndorff's been getting a number done on him here. Looks like he's going to walk out to the back. Discretion the better part of valor. Oh, Mascaras from behind. Ken Orndorff into the back into the ring after a right hand. That looked interesting. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff isn't a heel in the game, and Mascaras a baby fake. So Alpha looked like he was going to go for the belly-to-belly suplex there. A right to the eye, kind of clothesline by Orndorff. He's going to go for a quick cover. Get 1, 2, only a count of 2 there. Mil Mascaras coming out to even the odds. Going for the pile driver. Under normal circumstances, I would do it, but Orndorff's really not done a lot of damage to Alpha at this point. He's going to pull toward the center ring and try to get the pinfall that way here, and I think that probably took too long. No, it didn't. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff gets the win, moves to 3-1 overall.
Here is your winner, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Man, that was really
short, sweet, to the point. We had 2 really short matches to close off the show here. Go ahead and make that note there. Go, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff now 3-1 in individual competition. Alpha 1-2 with that loss. You see the enemy there for Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. He's still enemy of Dr. David Schultz. Now the number 1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship held by Mil Mascaras has now made an enemy of Mil Mascaras. Alpha still listed as one half of the number 1 contender to the Tag Team Championship. 2.5 stars. So not a great match. Two matches that were kind of blah to wrap up the episode here. Short and sweet and to the point for those of you watching on YouTube. I don't have enough time to do the premium live event and got another thing going on here today. We're going to go ahead and quickly wrap up the result here for those of you joining us late. In the opening contest, the Fatal 4-Way match with Princess Victoria defeating Judy Martin, Wendy Richter, and Women's Champion and Fabulous Moolah in a Fatal 4-Way match. Forcing Moolah to commit to a disarmer at 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Velvet McIntyre pinning Leilani Kai in 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Rocky Johnson defeating Moondog Spot with a pinfall. Get out powerbomb in 2:40. And Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff pinning Alpha in 2:44 with the pile driver. Go short, sweet, and to the point here. You see we take a look at the rivalry here. Velvet McIntyre took the win tonight, offered a handshake to the opponent of ammo to pray of respect and sportsmanship. Leilani Kai clapped her hand away and left the ring, taking the lock hard, frustration clear on her face. Draw showing respect by Rocky Johnson and Moondog Spot. Both superstars putting on a competitive match with an admirable display of sportsmanship. Could be the beginning of a camaraderie forged between, through competition inside the ring. And then Paul Orndorff tried to leave his match in progress, only caring about an upcoming championship opportunity. Jimmy put into a challenger entitled Altitude and forced him to go through the match anyway. If Mil Mascaras ran down the ring, I talk him back in the ring. So that seemed to confirm Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and Mil Mascaras coming up in Philadelphia tomorrow night in game time. Probably sometime tomorrow in Dreaming World as well. We'll go ahead and click the next show. We're not going to worry about what the match lineup is going to be. By the time I get back to it, it's going to change anyway. But go short and sweet and to the point here. I have no idea if that match is happening or not. We're not going to advertise it. But short and sweet and to the point here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you're watching live on Twitch, thank you very much. Please feel free in the future to chime in the chat room. Let's get some conversation going during the here. It's not just me doing straight commentary, but you can hear any number of streamers do that. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk wrestling. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for that. Follow me at Twitch, twitch.tv/RefJayhawk. Get the notification when these streams go live. Get involved in the chat. Let's have a conversation. Follow me on Twitter and at TikTok at RefJayhawk. Listen to my podcast, Indie Wrestling Guide, wherever you download your favorite wrestling podcast. We cover the best and worst in independent wrestling with a heavy focus on Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania. Follow the podcast on Twitter at IWGuide1. Stay safe, support some independent wrestling. I'm going to catch you guys later on. Thank you very much.